And boys and girls, friends and lovers, children of ours, this is Brian's engine. Brian's engine is about to get a new alternator, and boy was it expensive. This is Dino's.
Oh, well.
Y'all might recognize him from, hanging out on Sundays.
Yeah, it would help.
Yeah, how's it going, Mike Taylor? We do a lot of food and community engagement. And Dino's, thank God he's got some tools, because I don't have any tools left. And we had to take out the fan, take off the battery. What happened yesterday was that the battery died. Literally died as I was driving down the street with a brand new battery in my car, because the battery light came on. So I'm driving down Federal toward Alameda. I'm in the left-hand turn lane, and my car dies. And the guy next to me pulls me. He pulls up in front of me, tows me down the hill by the McDonald's. We charge the battery. Charge it for like 15 minutes. I drove from Alameda and Federal to York and 26th. The car died again. Got it pulled over.
For 15 minutes.
Got it charged. Got the thing charged. And we came to understand that the alternator is dead. So, where's the new one at?
Right behind you.
For the fair price of $275, Lace Chanel. Hey, Dino, you're ugly and no one likes you.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So for the fair price of $277 or so, thank you, AutoZone, we have a alternator to put in, and thanks to the wise and kindness of Dinos, we should free Eric Brandt. We're gonna put this in, and I said, I should just do a live stream about this because I haven't been live for quite some time, and we've got to do the work on the car. Maybe we'll raise some money, because that was. Here's why this is so important that this happens today. Dinos, what happens tomorrow?
Janet's Kitchen.
Janet's
Glorious
Kitchen.
feed.
Boycott the urban camping ban. Occupy Denver. Sunday mornings, community meal. Janet sold her house, didn't she?
Yeah.
So we all got new responsibilities. Folks, that's my responsibility,
Get all the tables.
right? I got 5 tables here, here, 3 in other people's vehicles, more at the office. Can't eat without tables. So this trunk must take the tables. To do that, this alternator must come off. And right now, my car is dead on arrival. So we're gonna make sure all the wires are nice and tight before we start removing that alternator. Yeah, we're gonna we got everything unplugged and removed. We're following the steps and procedures as instructed.
It's other YouTube. I see it.
And we found the bolt now because you can see it from the wheel well, huh?
Yeah.
But we're supposed to remove and disconnect this thing back here. Fortunately, you moved a couple of screws earlier and moved that part, so I really can. Put the other glove back on because that helps save my hands and dirty.
Mine are always dirty and scratched up enough.
There's one. I don't know where the rest are.
Sorry. Put it on my 15. But now we got to with professional.
Why?
They missed all the struggle bus.
Oh, right. Right. Screwdriver. Yeah, because we actually have been doing this for like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
Saying stupid shit like, why do I have to take off the fan to put the fucking alternator on?
Because engineers.
Engineers.
No,
Fuck
I have this firm
engineers.
belief that all engineers should have to do like a year residency as whatever they are creating. They got to work on it. If you're a mechanical engineer making engines, you got to be a mechanic for a while. Maybe 6 months. I don't know, but there has to be time spent working on it so you can realize how stupid stuff like this is.
Right?
Especially the Germans. Oh, I hate working on Germans.
Well,
They're real nice. You have to lift the whole engine out to do an oil change. That's not
what this
hyperbole.
is.
It's some kind of actuator. Look, it's got a little arm goes into this little ball, and this little ball moves.
Okay, so there's the there's the back of the alternator. This little bulb right here.
I don't know. I'm confused. Looks like there's a vacuum line hooked into your header.
Could
But
be.
then this is hooked into the alternator too. I don't know what it actually is.
Okay. So we've got two things on the back of the alternator, right?
Yeah.
One of those is the ground, and the other is power is a plug. The ground is removed. Now with that plug, I'm trying to figure out is how the safety it's got to pop up and over the knob. So if you could come in here, and I'm gonna put this. You see what I'm touching right here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in here like that. And you slide it out. Okay. Do we have a? Here's what you sometimes can do. You can get a wrench around the outside of it if you look how it's shaped.
Yeah.
We definitely don't want to break that piece.
Oh, but it looks like if you press in.
Wow. That is a nice pliers. You can almost try some.
Yeah, those saved my ass a lot. I think you gotta pinch that part in. This part right here, we can pinch it in, shoot with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aha! All right.
Yeah, I don't know where I got those, but those are amazing.
That was the tool of the day, buddy.
Especially when you drop a bunch of crap in engines.
Oh yeah. Well. Okay. Bottom bolt.
Alright.
Where are we at?
What were they? 14s.
I need an extension on this. Oh, I Unless you got a deep well.
Well, there's still one I'm missing.
What size is it?
14. If that one fit on there. Extensions. You can try one and see.
Add it.
And that is the nicest spot I've ever seen for an oil.
The nicest spot for an oil filter?
Yeah. It is very easily accessible.
Yeah, but
I
that
appreciate a little bit.
desaltinator, let me tell you.
That's probably what they had to sacrifice. But yeah, it's not a joke. With Jettas, you have to lift the engine to do an oil change. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's why they're going all electric, right? Don't have to do that shit no more. You have to lift the engine to do an oil change. That's crazy. I was afraid we were gonna have to lift the engine to do this.
I'm actually probably going to get an engine lift.
Well, when you rebuild the garage,
Oh, we got it all torn down. We're not rebuilding it. We're just putting a fence.
I never got a call once. I saw it on Facebook after the fact, but never a day.
Oh, we didn't call anybody. We rented a big smasher.
I wanted to come and help, but
So,
because I ask of help from people, I gotta give it sometimes, you know.
yeah.
So while we're under here, I'm kind of curious about this wear and tear of the oils on the engine.
Wearing it?
All this. Is that a bad gasket?
Yeah.
Oil pan?
Seems like it'd be pretty easy. When's your next oil change?
Probably the next month. I think I did one a month or two ago.
Just do the gasket when you do the change.
I take it in. Because it's the one thing I pay for because I got to do it so often.
Mm-hmm.
And the tires have to be rotated
Oh, yeah.
because they're company tire,
Mhm.
whatever, right, from them. So. Oh, ain't that a bitch?
Doesn't fit. No. I had that issue up here. But I could move a pipe. You can't really move it really well.
It's loose. It's free. So what this tells me is we're gonna have to tap it out, and you have to put the pipe on, or you have to put the screw on the alternator before it comes out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cause it fucking hits. That's the craziest damn thing I've ever seen.
Not enough to wiggle that thing out.
kind of trying to think if we can get this out of the way a little bit better. Can we cut this, pull this hose here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's why you're trying to get this out. Those needle nose might be better.
Break a lot of plastic.
Yeah, I like doing that. I want to do that fast.
I do have zip ties cutting.
I don't want to have to zip tie nothing. That wasn't zip tied from the beginning. Okay, what the fuck is this?
I thought there's a wire.
How do we get that off? There. Sensor. Okay, now I feel better, right? Because all that is now out of the way. Okay, hammer.
Hammer? You can hear the squirrels in the wind.
I know, doesn't it?
I'm trying to get to that point.
Ah, man, let me tell you what. I'm losing too much of it. You know, there's an audience. They should probably like get to see,
No, it's all they have imagination.
I don't know, see the can we do that? Let's see. How do we do that? Do
I don't know what I'm out there.
inside the engine. And if we go up, I'll be able to see more.
Whoa. Fancy.
Fancy pants.
Cutest little crank.
This is a bad tripod. Definitely need a new one of those. Okay, I'm gonna use this fun little beer thingy. Try to tap at it a little bit. Got an extension bar, full pry bar, like a long one.
Yeah, it probably works somewhere.
Cause these are too short. I got a copper pipe, but I think it's gonna bend if I tap it.
I have a whole bunch of extensions we can put together. I don't know what the long one went.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you tap the aluminum or the copper. It doesn't work. Think the baseball bat'll work?
Oh, yeah, that's good for everything.
Said you had to get in there and get it good. I really don't think they were kidding.
Big ass crank.
Each of the belts off.
Bunch of these.
So this is one that's gonna get loosened here.
There it goes. That's moving.
I popped it too far forward. Did we get the wrong bolt?
No, I just don't think it pulls out enough.
Oh, right, because it was stuck in there. It wasn't coming out.
Yeah.
So does that mean we got to loosen the engine mount on this side?
I don't know how else to get that out.
It is the weirdest damn thing, huh?
But I'm pretty sure this is still holding it in. That's the problem. Nice.
The other question is with the new one, does it come with bolts? No. So we can't cut the old one. I mean, it's an option, you know what I mean? Now, I see there's a little, protector wall on that.
Gotta move you folks.
Oh, sorry, folks. You gotta leave us now.
Yeah.
Trying to send this forward, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is it moving?
No.
See if anybody online has a suggestion.
Drill a hole right here. Yep, because that little section does not come off.
So the bolt is longer than the well. You can lift the motor, but we don't have an engine lift hoist here, and that's not going to happen today. You have to put everything back up just to move it. Can't cut it because we have to have that bolt to go back in. So we have an engine mount here.
You think we could just loosen it a little bit? And then drop?
Well, do we want it to drop? Do we need to put a jack under it?
I mean, if it could drop and
I mean-
swing this way just a little bit, it would clear it. Which is why I was looking at these, like if that would actually drop this side.
Oh, because, you know, if we put a jack under it. Say hi, Jack.
I was about to say something that was not appropriate for you to be filming, so I'm glad I know that you're filming.
We have the alternator free, except for the bottom bolt.
Okay.
It does not clear the well of the car.
It's still just barely in the hole holding it in.
As an auto
Binding.
mechanic from Detroit, what's your advice?
As the opposite of something. I recommend that you trust Tina.
Well, the question is, how much of that well do we actually need? Is it supporting frame? Oh, wait, you're talking about lifting these,
Like bringing these nuts up,
but not off,
but not off.
and seeing if the engine moves in any way to allow us to modify that bolt angle.
Yeah.
Do it. This is why we're trying to save $2,000. Because you know if you have to lift your engine to do the oil change, it's like $100 a time or some shit like that, or more. And we're still in the shade, fortunately. Yeah, that's always a good idea. And by tank, he means the. Not out of the way.
This one I think will have to come out. These ones I think will drop. But let's see. It's working. Let's just see if it'll go or not.
You're off.
Put that one back on. Must be the other mount holding it now. 'Cause these are up, but it's not moving anymore.
Okay, hold on. That's this one here. Oh, I can't even move it down anymore because the engine is sank.
Yeah, it's not going to give it enough clearance anyway.
So if we put a jack under it, so what about this one? No.
Because if we take that off, we could jack it up, but there's still all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Engineer should have thought of that.
So
Just lop that corner off.
with what?
I don't know. I didn't bring this off. I thought about it, but then I was like, we shouldn't have to cut anything. We got the other one right.
So let's see if the live audience has anything. Kevin has the same impact driver.
Nice. It's been working well for me. Got it so I could easily swap my tires at races that I don't do because my car's always broken.
I will have to say I've never hammered on a giant bullet while working on a car. Not only did I hammer on a giant bullet, but I bent it.
Too strong, man.
It's a, it was a tap handle that said "hooah."
Is that a type of beer?
Yeah, it's an IPA of some kind.
That's probably why I wouldn't know about it.
Probably. But what would you know about lifting the fucking engine off of a car to fucking get the alternator out? That's so stupid. Oh.
Well,
And where would you put the jack to?
this next up top, it looks like it's a little bracket. But to get that bracket off, looks like we'd have to take the starter motor off.
That's not the starter motor. That's the
No.
air conditioner. You're not taking that off.
Well, because here's the balance of the crank pulley.
I mean, that would be pretty ridiculous to take the AC off.
Yeah. Look at what I'm looking at here. If this thing comes off,
Yeah.
and that's what's connected to this, I just don't know how that would come off. But the AC is hooked in right here.
Yeah. I
Also
don't wanna-
to that same thing.
I don't want to suggest that that's okay.
Oh, it's not okay. It's not good. That guy said to just take the fan off.
The what?
The fan. So just take the fan off
Mm-hmm.
and pull this thing right out. But there's about a little more than the head of the bolt that's still holding it in. That's on the wrong side.
So here's the dilemma. 2 bolts. It doesn't swing anymore here, right?
So it's,
But
so right
it's
about there.
stuck. So if you can't see the thread, you don't know how much you have available.
Just from sizing that up to that one, that's about right. It's about that far in still.
Okay, so to cut that piece of the body, we need to cut out we have to cut the frame, or not the frame, but the inner shell.
That's got anything that'll cut it?
Like we need a saw.
I did seriously consider bringing.
Trump said thanks. We did watch the YouTube videos. We literally have this come to this part, and I cannot explain it any more clearly. This bolt right here, it's hitting metal. It won't come out all the way. And it's craziest. It's the craziest thing, man. Because it's literally hitting the wall. Let's see how much I can get in here and show you. See that? The bolt is hitting the wall. And it won't come out all the way. That's the craziest shit I've seen ever. It is completely attached.
Yeah, because it's welded on.
See the bolt? It doesn't come out. And that's why we're dead on arrival. One jammed battery. One alternator ready to go in.
Unless we take your wiper fluid out and drill a hole.
That's probably not too hard. Take off this, if we screw off the plastic,
Yeah.
this will become exposed really easy.
There's a few bolts and a couple layers, but
Yeah, that might actually do it. We could drill it. I got some drill bits for like extracting screws.
yeah.
Those are probably going to be really good for this.
I've got. How many are in there? I have bits just randomly placed in place.
So we're going to take out the washer fluid. Well, we might even have to take the fluid out if we can find the shield. Yeah, it's behind it. I can see it is. But we
Yeah.
can drop this. This should drop really easy.
Yeah, I only saw a
Two
few.
bolts. Well, there's one under
2 or
here.
3.
There's one over here.
Yeah.
Solutions, folks.
So there's at least 3. Guess I'll get on there.
All right, so do we have another jack? We do have another jack. Listen, before we cut anything, let's see what the viewer said. That is actually an accurate statement, right?
Okay.
Viewer said the front mount and the lower mount and the side mount. Well, we already started let go of the side mount. This is the front mount here,
Where?
right here.
Okay.
We put a board across the bottom of it, which I have plenty of wood, and it would lower the engine. We'd have to jack it, so we'd have to get a couple of jacks, maybe, or a floor jack, real quick,
Yeah.
because we already used the one jack, right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't bring the nice big.
I have another jack in the back of my car. I bet you Jack has the back of one in the back of his.
That's a lot of jacks. That's 4 jacks.
Just a regular car jack, like mine.
Yeah.
But I do have 2x4s, and I do have plywood. The question is, would we be smart to take it off like that, because we would have to put it back up? I've never lowered an engine off the mount before. This is new territory for me. And so if I had to discuss the two options with you, I would say that for me, I would feel safer putting a small hole in the side of the thing to get that bolt out.
Here's the other benefit of a small hole. It's going to stay there. So if you ever have to do this again, it's there for you. If you lower it, you'll have to lower it again. And my only issue with it is big heavy things with holes that need to line up end up becoming a pain in the ass.
An
Does it-
engineering nightmare. I got you.
Because, yes,
All right,
that would
let's-
work.
Let's make the
but-
decision to do this then.
Because they're right. If we lower it enough, but then the other thing is these lines, like your AC lines, are a lot of hard lines that we don't want to bend or snap.
Exactly my agreements. Do we have Phillips?
Yeah, where's the screwdriver? Do you have the yellow one over there still?
That's not a screwdriver.
This one.
That's my
That's all of
penis.
them.
All right. Underneath the car. I should have safety glasses on.
Probably. It's the smart thing. How does this work? There we go. Watch burly men hard at work. A drink.
Yeah, this is one of those damn safety screws.
Oh, the screw that's in a plastic thing.
Yeah.
I don't know technical terms. It spreads out when you screw it.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's one of those screws. It spreads out when you screw it.
Yeah, I'm real mature.
I really was, though. I said to Chanel several times on her Facebook page, posting pictures after the fact. Damn it! I said call me. I want to help.
Oh, I'm sure we'll break something real soon. Or just need help. Yeah, she said she didn't want to contact anyone directly. Didn't want people to feel obligated.
It wasn't that I would felt obligated. It's that I wanted to.
I know. I'm just saying what I heard.
I know. I love you for it. This is not happening very well for me right now. I think I'm gonna want the pliers just to break the fucking thing off. You're laughing. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm laughing because you are telling the truth. Because I know that feeling.
Because that's already done.
What about the one to the back there?
Got a facial. Huh? This here? That's a split.
Right there.
Huh? That's the one I want to break.
Okay, it's not coming out.
No. That's the point and problem of it. Wait a second. There you are. Told you it sucked.
Do you have any small, fairly skinny pieces of wood?
Yeah, pile's right there.
They look ridiculous, but let's see. Okay.
Okay, can I get the 10, 12? I want to figure out what size this is. Then I'm going to have to socket it twice. One's on an angle. You know.
12 socket? Or
Huh? Well, you see, I got one here, and you see where my hand is back here?
Yeah.
So right on this side of where my thumb would be, where my finger is, there's a bolt.
Oh, yeah.
So that's gonna have to come off because those are the 1, 2, 3 pieces for the fluid. To get the fluid out of the way, so that we can get it at the space where the bolt hole has to come out. I almost feel like cutting this right here would be the better answer.
Just cutting the corner off.
Yeah. Because the reality is, there's no thread line visible yet.
Yeah, I think it's right at the tip.
And so,
Yeah, we could cut the corner.
there's
back. We
2 or 3 pieces of this body work folded up in here, right? So it's almost like there's a hollow pocket in here.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, because this other part on top of it is frame, right? We don't want to mess with that because that's part of the frame. And so that's got to stay solid. But I just feel like this corner, because then this comes back on the frame here, right? And this is a piece that's here. And then there's this piece that's folded around it and kind of covers it all the way around. So if we just took a little bit, a chunk, right here, out of it, then that's going to have clearance because it's hollow in the inside.
Just be careful not to drop it in the hollowness.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so to that degree, we'd be better off.
It's just a matter of getting a sawzall now.
It's that or this lifting of the engine. I hate to say it, but the only thing that makes me wonder is if my frame's bent. See that pool? Want to know how much I'm dealing with?
Yeah, that's what I did. A little more than that. Where'd we put that? There it is. Either that or if that corner will dent.
Look at me. Come here for a second. Can you get your head in here? This is what I'm trying to communicate right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I did that same measurement.
And so for that, I mean, that's back to the welds, but that's a cut, right? That's a welt or a cut right there. Time to take a breather.
Okay.
It's 3 o'clock already. Folks, we're kind of shit up a creek. I gotta make some calls. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you later. Feed's over.
Or I got some hole saws. We just get the edge of it on there. It's just tough to do.
What is that? 2 inches? I got another idea. Engine lift.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna invest in one. Well, 'cause
Yo, Miles, it's Loma. Got a car issue. Give me a call.
damn it, I should have brought the Dremel. The Dremel could cut through that.
Let's go smoke.
Yeah, we could put some cuts in it and then it inward.
Let's go smoke. Gotta breathe. Huh?
Got these still too.
Huh.